Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to the deep dive. We've gone through this week's Retter Reboot
Yeah.
material.
Yep.
And our goal here is really to pull out the most interesting, maybe surprising bits of tech news happening right now for you.
It's definitely a week that highlights, well, just how fast things are moving.
Yeah.
AI especially. It's just getting woven into almost everything.
Absolutely. And we're touching on quite a range today. Apps, operating systems, big company strategies, AI models.
Even robots.
Right, even robots. Okay, let's dive in. First up, something I know a lot of people, iPad users anyway, have been asking for. WhatsApp.
Finally, a dedicated iPad app.
Yeah.
And it seems small, but it really fills a gap, doesn't it? You get proper multi-device sync and an actual tablet layout.
Not just the web version blown up.
Exactly. It's about being properly present on all the devices people actually use.
Okay, but here's where things get, really interesting. How AI is shifting from just a feature to something more foundational.
Definitely. Like OpenAI apparently testing sign-in with ChatGPT.
Think about that for a second. Using ChatGPT basically as your login ID for other apps.
Yeah, like you use Google or Apple ID now. It's convenient maybe, but also raises some big questions around, data and centralization.
And staying with AI interaction, Anthropic just pushed out voice mode for Claude.
Right into the mobile app, yeah. Similar to what we've seen elsewhere.
Makes sense.
It just makes these powerful AI models feel more, well, natural to interact with on the go. Just talk to it. Lowers the barrier.
We're also seeing some big names getting involved. Reed Hastings.
The Netflix co-founder, yeah. He's joined Anthropic's board.
That's significant.
Hugely. I mean, you bring in someone with that kind of experience in scaling global platforms, it really shows the ambition these AI labs have.
To become real platform companies themselves.
Exactly. And it highlights that growing link between, like, media giants and AI leaders.
And the established players are shifting things around, too. Meta's reorganizing its AI division.
Yeah, splitting it, basically. Infrastructure on one side, product integration on the other.
Why? Speed.
Pretty much. It's all about getting that research into features you actually see in Instagram or WhatsApp faster. A structural change for speed.
Okay.
And speaking of integration, WordPress.com is doing something similar, dedicating a whole new team just for AI tools.
For things like generating content.
Content, site design help, automating workflows, trying to make building a website much simpler using AI.
Interesting. Okay, so shifting gears a bit, let's talk tools. Opera launched a new browser.
Yeah, specifically aimed at developers. And it has AI built in for coding.
How does that work?
Well, the idea is you can give it prompts, and it can help generate code snippets, maybe website layouts, even game elements right there in the browser.
So the browser becomes more of a creative tool itself.
Kind of, yeah. An active partner, not just passive.
And Perplexity, they've got a new tool too.
For making dashboards and spreadsheets, but using natural language.
So you just ask it to organize your data how you want.
That's the promise. Forget fiddling with formulas, just tell it what you need, and it builds the visual structure, makes data analysis potentially much more accessible.
Right. Meanwhile, in the enterprise world, some huge moves. Salesforce buying Informatica.
Wow, yeah. For, what, $8 billion?
That's the number.
That's massive. Informatica is all about data management, cleaning data, getting it ready.
Which is crucial for AI.
Absolutely critical. This is Salesforce making a huge bet on owning that underlying data infrastructure to power their AI ambitions. A really big play.
And Apple's been making moves too, maybe quieter ones. They bought RAC7.
The studio behind Sneaky Sasquatch, yeah.
Which is interesting. What does that signal? Maybe a game center revamp?
Could be. Or just digging deeper into mobile gaming, social gaming perhaps.
Yeah.
Hard to say for sure, but it's notable.
And speaking of Apple's ecosystem, these reports about iOS 19, a big UI overhaul.
Solarium, apparently. That's the internal code name.
Expected across iPhone, iPad, Vision Pro.
That's the talk. Cleaner look, deeper AI baked in. We might hear more, well, probably not this WWDC, but maybe 2025.
And maybe simpler OS names too.
Yeah, there's speculation they might streamline the branding, iOS, iPadOS, VisionOS. Maybe make it feel more unified. Could happen sooner, maybe.
I'll be almost there. Let's touch on the really cutting edge stuff. Hugging Face unveiled new robots.
2 open source humanoid robots, yeah.
Open source is key there.
Definitely. It makes it easier for researchers everywhere to work on physical AI, train models for robotics. Could really accelerate things.
And finally, AI and chat apps. Telegram is partnering with xAI.
Elon Musk's xAI, yeah. to integrate the Grok chatbot,
Exclusively.
apparently exclusively right inside Telegram chats.
So you'll just be able to talk to Grok within your conversations.
Embeds AI right into that core communication channel.
Okay, so let's pull back for a second. Looking at all this from the Retter Reboot sources,
Hmm.
the pace is just relentless, isn't it?
It really is. AI isn't just some separate thing anymore. It's becoming part of your messaging, your browser, how you build things online, how you handle data.
And you see these massive companies, Salesforce, Meta, Apple, making these huge strategic bets, spending billions, reorganizing.
All positioning themselves for this AI-driven future.
The range is incredible. From, a genuinely useful iPad app update.
All the way to these foundational shifts in how we might log into services or interact with our devices down the road.
So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. As AI becomes this sort of invisible layer for logging in, creating content, writing code, analyzing data, how does that actually change your relationship with your digital tools?
Yeah, and with the companies behind them, what new possibilities does this create for you? Or maybe what new questions does it raise?